Sadhguru is going live after a long time on September 24th at 7:30 a.m. IST. This will be his first live darshan since Mahashivratri. In June 2024, Sadhguru left the Isha Yoga Center in Coimbatore and traveled to the Isha Institute of Inner Sciences in Tennessee, US. Sadhguru went to the US to rest and recover as well as to oversee some important ongoing projects there. He's going to consecrate and establish Linga Bhairavi at the Tennessee Isha Center, making it the first Linga Bhairavi temple in the US.
If we have to explore this dimension of the feminine in you, or if we have to explore the dimension of feminine in the existence, we need to be in a certain way, otherwise feminine will be missed. Most cultures on this planet have missed the feminine completely. They may have women, not much feminine. Here and there flashes of feminine may happen, but no genuine feminine happening. No feminine happening as a big celebration, no feminine happening in full force, because most cultures evolved out of conquest. Life was always seen as a conquest, as an achievement, never as an inclusion. Only in a culture, only in a place, only within a human being who sees life as inclusion, in that person, feminine happens in full flow. One who sees life as an achievement, he or she will not know the feminine.
Sadhguru is also building a yogic city at the Isha Center in America. This will be a significant achievement as it will be the first ever consecrated city in the US.
Going to see the new development that we're creating. Okay, this is the basic concept. Whatever the colors are, we want to put them here. Wow, I could sit here, but I'm busy all the time. These efforts are part of building a yogic city, to build a variety of accommodations from individual villas to large homes to apartments and dorms and variety of things according to people's budgets, for those who want to live consciously, for those who want to strive for their inner well-being, creating a city either for permanent dwelling or for certain part of the year that they want to come and go, variety of opportunities for people to do something about it. Living among a more conscious society, living among people who are conscious of everything that they do will be the greatest boon. More conscious living must definitely come. So this is the whole effort. Here we are at Isha Institute of Inner Sciences, Tennessee. This large space that we have here, all this is all part of the ashram, over 22,000 acres. For most human beings, unfortunately, life is going waste in just transactions. People are beginning to believe transactions are the way of life. What can I get from you? is essentially the fundamental of all transactions. We must do 5% of our time maximum in transactions. That should be the time we spend in marketplace. But most people not only spend most of their time in the marketplace, their very life has become a marketplace, their family has become a marketplace, because everywhere there is a calculation, what do I get out of this transaction? Moving from transaction to transcendence is a very important step that human beings have to make if they have to know the value of being human. Transactional life is very an instinctive and fundamentally survival process. Do not glorify survival process to a point where you miss all other aspects of being human. So, living in a consecrated space is very important for those who care about themselves, those who care about their families, those who are concerned about nurturing future generations into a very healthy and blissful kind of generation. If this needs to happen, there has to be consecrated spaces. So this space has taken a lot of effort to acquire, and now it's going to take much more effort to consecrate. But we want to consecrate large parts of this land so that people can live in that kind of space.
Before this, Osho attempted to build a city called Rajneeshpuram, but the world wasn't ready for it and the project failed. This time, however, Sadhguru has grand plans to establish spiritual infrastructure across the globe.
If I mention the name Krishna, people will think of butter, flute and girls. But Krishna created over 1,000 spiritual ashrams in his lifetime in the northern plains. All that infrastructure has been razed to ground because of serial invasions that this land saw continuously by very wanton and cruel people who destroy everything that's not like them. If you're not like them, you're dead. That's their policy. It has taken a big beating, but it's time to build it back. As I said, by 2025, we will have infrastructure here for 10,000 people to do sadhana for 7 months in a year. The idea is to build enough infrastructure so that there is substantial, spiritually strong, not belonging to this group or that group, but internally stable and settled kind of population. We don't need to do this to all the 7.3 billion people. If a small percentage of people become like this, they don't have to teach anything. Just by their way of being, they will change the atmosphere in the world. Will we get to that critical mass in the next 10-15 years is the challenge which we are striving for. Young people who are not yet conceited or entangled, not yet screwed up or entangled within themselves or outside, you must think through this, because as a generation of people, we have this possibility that the way science and technology has liberated our lives from survival process. It's coming to a place where people are talking about this. It may sound utopian right now, but it will happen. People are saying in another 20-25 years, nobody in the planet need to work. So a lot of people are worried. They're calling me for all kinds of artificial intelligence conferences and asking, what shall we do? I said, all you few professors will be useless because a stupid gadget will earn 10 PhDs in a day. Everything that you know by memory will be meaningless because gadgets will carry a zillion times more memory than you can carry. This is when a human being becomes significant. This is why we want to create infrastructure to produce human beings, not accumulated memory. This is what dissolving or demolishing your karma means. Instead of being an accumulated memory, you're becoming a being. So this atmosphere is created for that. They're all afraid that they will lose their jobs. I'm looking at how will I handle? Because once they don't have their jobs, all of them, initially they will freak and fret and drink, but then they will all come. We need to have both physical infrastructure and human infrastructure because being human will become the most important thing once all these damn things are done by the machines.